Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Up with Tyler Gallagher, your one-stop shop for all things Borger. I'm your host, Tyler Gallagher, here to bring you news in the week that was Week 6 in Borger Cafe. But first, I feel like we need to talk about the thing that is on everybody's mind. Big trade happened. Yes, I'm talking about the chase is on acquiring Bijan Robinson for DJ Moore going over to the Gasps. I think there were obviously the whole chat blew up about this. A lot of controversy. Is Bijan Robinson ready to be one of the best running backs in the league? Will DJ Moore ever be one of the best wide receivers in the league? Everyone was talking about it. There were a lot of thoughts of, do we veto this trade? Should there even be the power of veto? I don't know. I think we should just have fun with it, you know? Alright, let's move on to the week that was Week 6. First off, despite a CMC injury, thankfully not serious, my Birds of War managed to keep Ayahuasca healing at bay with a massive 123-83 win. Sorry, Gaffney. Next up, the chase is on continues this stretch of dominance with a massive victory over Game Plan McMahon. Adam Thielen. Who knew? Adam Thielen with a massive resurgence, giving him 23 points this week. And the Minnesota defense chipped in 20 as well. Pretty crazy stuff. Next up, our laugher of the week. Our vaunted commissioner, Mr. American Gucci, takes a massive L, 74-point L to the New Orleans Saints. I said this last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. If Derrick Henry is looking like the Derrick Henry of old, the New Orleans Saints are a dangerous team, not to be trifled with. Next up, another laugher, the runner-up laugher, if you will. Wayne's fantasy football team holds the Gasps to just 67 points. Let's give you an idea of how historically bad this Gasp performance was. So Debo and Justin Fields both went out with injuries, limiting them to, I think they both had 5 points. And the Gasps only had one double-digit scorer. Pretty insane. Don't want to discredit Wayne's performance in this. He dropped 133 points. That's going to win most weeks. But wow. Just an embarrassing performance from the Gasps. Next up, our nail-biter of the week. We had Linguine with muscles taking out the New York Football Gordons by just 3.8 points. Linguine had a big week from Tyreek, and the Gordons, one of the unsung heroes of the season, I think, Kenneth Walker III, chipped in 18.3, but it just wasn't enough. Next up, the Wizards of Loneliness take out Jemima Kirk Cousins behind big performances from Amon-Ra St. Brown and Breece Hall. Alright, some bonus fun stats of the week. The Chases On won their second straight Woo Award for highest score of the week with 150 and have launched themselves into first in points for in Pickle East. I was looking at this team earlier today. It's pretty fucking nasty. Watch out for the Chases On. I can't recommend that enough. Our poor buddy, Mr. Gaffney, still the only winless team. Now, I tried to help him out earlier. As we saw, there was a firestorm about such a thing. I just don't think it can be understated that the power that having your own team's starting quarterback can give you. Look at my Birds of War. It's working out great for us. I think it was a fair trade. Finally, there are 5 4-2 teams in the league. And I'm really excited over the next few weeks to see who's going to separate themselves from the pack, who is truly the elite of this league. Because right now, it's a lot of really good teams, but it's really a mishmash of who are the people that are going to be in the championship game. We have no idea at this point. My matchup of the week for next week. As you guys know, I'm a very humble fantasy football player, and I just hate to talk about how great my team is, but we got a big one this week. Birds of War will be taking on Jemima Kirk Cousins, who have really been one of the other powerhouses in the Cheese South Division, despite taking a loss this past week. And this could have future ramifications for the playoffs. Could also be a nice statement win for Jemima Kirk Cousins to really get the rest of their season onto the next path. So yeah, we'll see you next week. Go Phils, go Birds. Sorry, New Yorkers. Bye.
All right, Mr. Kieran McShane, thanks for being with us today. I really appreciate.
Thanks for making the time for me, Commish.
Yeah, man, taking time out of your schedule to meet up and talk a little shop about what's going on Borger. It's really appreciated. But first off, how you feeling? It's kind of near mid-season right now. Your team looks in good form. How do you see things? How are we feeling out there?
We're really starting to gel, but to be honest, I feel like this season started about 10 months ago, right at the end of playoffs. I was getting my squad together, doing some team building, doing some escape rooms to try to get everybody on the same page. I got them reading on a philosophy. Got them on a keto diet.
Philosophy, escape rooms, keto, yeah.
Yep.
Can't miss. How about that? It's a great looking sweatshirt over there too.
This is just kind of Linguine gear that we all wear. There's no hierarchy or anything. Everybody, from the coaching staff to down to the water boy and all the players, everybody wears the same thing.
No separation. You like it? Yeah. That's the way you like it. Okay. All right. Well, look, I'm taking a look over here at the roster. I see you're playing Wizards of Loneliness this coming weekend. Am I right?
Kind of a dark horse team. Kind of hard to get a read on. I'm a little nervous about it.
Yeah, he's been really trying to come up there, and Cheese is getting really, really tough with those really top-heavy teams. So a lot of movement, some trades going on, some good stuff. So excited about that. Take a look at that roster, though, if you will. Take a look. The Wizards of Loneliness, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, fuck, marry, kill.
Probably gonna have to be fuck St. Brown, marry the Rams defense, and kill Mahomes.
Oof. Killing Mahomes not gonna be too popular with that one. Mahomes is everywhere. They love Mahomes.
It's projected to be a close game, so I can do without his 27 points this week.
Fair.
He's good for it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you this: double flex, kind of a nice rule change or roster kind of agreement that we all had this year going in. Whole other position out there. I noticed you were doing something a little unorthodox too with your tight ends too. A lot of people talk WRs. They don't talk.
Forget about the T.
Right.
Yeah.
Not you.
And if it was anybody but Laporta on my roster, I probably would also go wide receiver. But he's been really productive this season, so I kind of went with an unorthodox move, and I got two tight ends in the mix right now.
I love that. Those big guys that could catch and really produce. they're really rare out there. Man, I've had a lot of trouble in that position too. So yeah, you got two good ones. I mean, maybe there's something to that. Your team's doing pretty well out there.
It's not a one size fits all kind of solution, but it works for the Linguine method of winning games.
Well, hey, it's true to form. Let me ask you something over here. I'm trying to work in this new column. I don't know if it's going to go too well. I guess not a column, a new segment called Defend This, in which we kind of take a look at the wire, maybe the draft, any direction we could go with one of our managers and kind of see, just ask them to explain the move that we took a look at. So I'm looking over here at this Dobbins drop from Moss, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe that paid off.
It did, when Dobbins went the way of Aaron Rodgers earlier in the season and tore his Achilles. I knew I had to make a big move, and the scouting reports on Moss from his days in Utah always showed a lot of potential, and I figured, it's early in the season, had kind of a rocky start. I could afford to take a gamble, and it paid off huge in my my matchup against defending champs Wayne's fantasy football team.
That was a hell of a matchup. Yeah, I was on the edge of my
Honestly, I don't feel like I have to defend it too much. You can just look at the score line from week 5.
Hey, yeah, we can take a look back. Yeah. Okay.
Wayne put up a hell of a fight, but
oh, he always does. I mean, he's the champ. He's given it everything he has this year, and it's great to see. I mean, I know he's gotten used to and really enjoys having that trophy up on his mantle. Also, seen that Barbie movie or?
I didn't see Barbie yet. So far, I've just seen Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Okay. Oh, that's the one with
I'm thinking maybe if we get a bye week, I'll take my guys out to see Barbie.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, you gotta run to theaters. That's really a good one. All right, Mr. McShane, I got one last thing for you before I let you go do your thing there. Remote trip. You're anywhere across the world. You got no signal, can't do anything with your squad. Which manager in this league are you choosing to set your lineup?
It's a tough one. But
yeah, a lot of good managers out there.
A lot of good managers. I think some of us managers in the Cheese South division kind of have a similar way of looking at things, though. And I feel like Joe Galarraga, who manages Jemima Kirk Cousins, he kind of understands my approach. He's got a pretty strong team. 4th place right now, but there's still a lot of football to go. I think he's a smart one, and I think I would trust him with my guys.
Okay. Yeah, Jemima, really, Tokyo Joe.
Tokyo Joe, yeah.
Right. Well, he's a heck of a manager too, doing big things. But it looks like Cheese is really stacked. I mean, I guess nobody is undefeated. I mean, you do have that one loss that Birds of War has.
One in the L column for Birds right now.
It's definitely got one over there. But look, I really
on baseball right now.
Yeah, no, we gotta go. Hope the Phils lose any moment you have. So, hey, look, man, thanks so much for joining us today. And
thanks, Commish, for having me.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, that's my cat playing with a toy.
Hey, you got the same thing. Yeah, right. All right. You have a good night, bud.
You as well.